think it's B team at 9, right? And then C team at 10. So stick around for those. We have another full night of streaming.
Yeah, as far as I know.
But yeah, as we're getting into it here, just waiting, looks like, on A team's matchup.
I'm assuming that we're doing a little bit of last minute changes. You see a couple players leaving and then rejoining. Maybe they're changing their car preset or whatever. But sitting here in the lobby,
Yeah.
um, kind of rushing into things a little bit here. You know, it's been a busy week and things are all over the place a little bit. So we're not 100% sure who we're going to be playing. We'll find out here in just a second. But University of Waterloo
Ah,
is going to be our opponents today. We see Camo getting demoed right off the bat.
comes near.
Near with a corner pinch, almost scores. Camo misses.
Yeah.
That would have been a great corner pinch shot. Over Camo, this is going to be sent back. Near's going to be able to take possession of this one. It's going to be met by North Snow.
Back in the corner now, SVSU going to try to keep the offense going. But looks like it's XS here.
XS gets a little bit of a flick going on. Camo intercepts, and it's going to be over Goblin Mode. He sends it into the corner. Camo hoping to pick up that boost. Doesn't spawn, but it does spawn in time for Goblin. SVSU needs to get a fast rotation here, else they could be caught on the back foot. This is terrible. Yep,
There it
Goblin
is.
Mode scores.
And Goblin Mode putting up Waterloo 1-0 here.
And that's a really cool decal that Goblin Mode's got. I haven't seen that one before.
Yeah, and just like you said, though, they got cut off the rotation. And just like that, 1-0, SVSU has to dig themselves out of this now.
Yeah, Bobby is third man. Definitely challenged. I can't say he challenged early, but you need to make that challenge when you've got an excess with a save. There's gonna be sent back in. Score, Camo.
Very nice. Just like that, SVSU ties it up in 14 seconds.
Yeah, you see Camo coming in for that follow up. Really good placement, so that way excess can't get it because excess was low on boost. He only had about probably 8 to 10 boost.
Yeah, and they kind of also double committed on that one. It goes back and hits the wall. Nothing he can really do there after that.
See Near meeting it on the back wall. Tries to get it past one. Does get it past two. And then decides to uncommit with a backflip.
Bobby taking over, though.
Over. Camo tries to meet him and get a cheeky goal.
Bobby scores! And what a nice shot from Bobby here. Just like that. 2-1 in about 30 seconds of gameplay, I believe, from SVSU and getting those 2 quick goals.
Yeah, I mean, really good first match so far from SVSU. We see things are pretty even so far, but it's definitely going to be a good match. Camo sends this one back off the side wall. We're going to see Goblin Moon flicking it up over to
North Snow. You drop him down and score. Goblin Mode again.
I think it was Waterloo. Camo nearly made that save, but just wasn't quite able to get it.
Yeah, just unfortunate 50 if you're SVSU there, and no one's really in a good position to save that. So
yeah, Camo was there on the back wall, and he did about the best he could do to prepare, but they had really good shot placement. All tied up here.
Yeah, 2-2, and not even a minute 30 gone in the game.
It seems like quick plays off the kickoff goal, which that seems to be an overarching theme. We saw somebody get bumped by their own teammate. Luckily, it wasn't catastrophic. North Snow was still able to make that save.
Just like you were saying, as you're analyzing it, there's almost another kickoff goal from Camo for SVSU.
Ooh. We see some bumps on Goblin.
Good 50.
Really good 50.
But no one
North
else
Snow's there. Camo. As you see Goblin. And he commits and he gets it past. And this might be free. Oh. It's not.
Yeah, Camo was trying to intercept this.
Camo scores.
Oh, no,
he
Bobby.
Does not.
Yeah, it was Bobby. And he misses it.
Camo's back in, though. Can he get it past? He gets a 50. Over to Bobby. Pops it.
Oh, bump. The bump, and Camo scores off of this one from a shot from Bobby.
Really good play recognition from Camo here. I mean, boostless, usually you rotate out, but he sees that, gets it a little bit over, bumps North Snow in the process, and that's the only way that ball's going in.
No, that is great recognition to cause chaos in front of the net there. And yeah, just like that, they stick with it, especially after Bobby's miss, with the almost empty net.
Right, a lot of times on near misses like that, you can find your offense a little bit discombobulated.
Exactly.
And almost finding yourself like having trouble rotating. And a lot of times when you miss close like that, you can find yourself getting scored on because you didn't expect to miss.
Exactly. But SVSU recovers.
Camo scores! Bar down.
Very nice.
This is a high scoring match right off the bat. We're not even halfway through. We already have 6 goals scored.
Yeah, look at that one there. Just beautiful shot placement from Camo, just squeaking this one in.
I'm not sure if we have game audio on stream or if it's just our headphones being funky, but Psionics did just release or I guess Epic. I think Psionic still does the updates. But they just
Goblin,
released an update
Saved by
that
Camo. Or Bobby.
that
No
makes
Camo.
a metal ding sound play whenever you hit the crossbar.
I'm kind of sad that we've been having like game audio issues, at least on our end, for our headphones, because I would love to hear that.
I know I love the ding, and I bet you there's a lot of them with how like fast paced and high skill these people are.
Especially comes near though,
Yeah,
popping it over his own net, still with it. Just past one, good 50, gets off to the right corner here.
this will give Bobby some time to maybe get a response. Shot saved
Got
by
saved.
Bobby off the back wall, gets a second touch over to near misses.
And North misses that one too.
Camo sends it up, gets a boost.
Camo now.
Now we have Waterloo. They're looking back on the back foot. Bobby.
Saved by North Snow there from the shot from Bobby. Very good offensive opportunities right there from SVSU, but just like that, Waterloo hits the post. Excess.
I think it was Near sends that one away. We see North has really good ball control.
Bobby was there though.
Shot by Excess.
And score Goblin mode again for 3.
Yeah, and I mean,
There's good offensive opportunities here from Waterloo, not backing down really.
yeah, they kept getting shot after shot, and you know, eventually, you look at it in like hockey standards. Eventually, you keep pounding the net, it'll get in. One of these times, something will happen, and it'll get in. And that's exactly what happened. Is like, you know, you keep getting the defense out of proportion and everything. We see North Snow taking over here. There's gonna be Near by himself, off the back post, scores. It's all tied up.
It's all I can't believe it. 8 goals and not even 4 minutes of gameplay here.
I know.
In game 1. Insane. Yeah, unfortunately Near was going for that one, but I think he hit the post in the net. And
Yeah, Near hit in the net, and I think he was expecting a shot and for it to not hit the post, or for it to hit the post and roll in. And then it created an awkward play for Camo to try and take over on North, taking over here at 50 off the ground.
Comes Near now. To catch this one in the middle of the field. Hesitates with it. And just like that, Goblin mode scores again.
What a quick turnaround. What a quick turnaround from Goblin, I gotta be honest. Right here, it was really good.
Yeah, it seems like Near hesitated a little bit. Maybe Camo was thinking about going for that. Don't know what happened there, but
Goblin got a
good play by Waterloo.
Yeah, Goblin, he noticed the ball was kind of right on top of his car, which gave him a perfect opportunity for a flick. And then it was such a quick flick that you just couldn't really do much to defend it. And we see a pass over to Bobby. It's going to be saved by Goblin mode. He was looking to come down and spike it.
About 40 seconds remaining here. Waterloo's trying to start more offense here, which is exactly what SVS needs to stop.
CX says sending that one clear away. North Star taking over, wins that challenge.
Pretty cleanly,
He's going to be going for a shot, actually a pass backward. Oh, and we see Bobby trying to get a cheeky long distance goal, but he doesn't quite get it.
In the corner
He's
now.
Be following it up. Flip reset. Past one. Back off that side wall. Near sends it back in. Camo pass over to Bobby.
It's going to be able to get there in time, too.
And it's interrupted by Goblin mode.
Yeah, just spiking this from space.
Trying to keep this up now is going to be SVSU, and there they go to knock it down. Waterloo takes your game 1.
Yeah, that was a very exciting game 1. 9 goals in game 1. That is incredible. But yeah, Waterloo just able to have incredible offensive explosion there towards the end, and now it's 5-4 like that. Or game 1 series win there, you know.
Right. But, yeah, I mean, hard fought battle from both teams. I mean, excuse me, to win the game, but you have to win it by scoring 5 goals. I mean, that shows that this is definitely an evenly matched team. So yeah. I'm interested to see how this goes, because it really could just be a scoring, you know, it really could just be like a score off.
Yeah, it's just basically no defense, all offense, and whoever gets the most, you know, whoever gets the most gets the win there. But yeah, very uncharacteristically high scoring game, I would say, honestly. Usually we see these close games and never that many goals, but it makes for an exciting game too as we're getting into it now.
We're going to see Bobby here. He's going to follow up, sending a shot in. It's saved by Excess, and he gets a demo along the way.
Excess now, keeping it up here for Goblin mode.
Goblin going off the corner looking for it.
Bobby just able to get a little bit on that before he's demoed.
Pass
now.
over is near into the corner. Goblin should be able to meet that. We're playing ping pong with the opposing corners right now, apparently.
Yep, Camo is here for it now. Broken up by North Snow. Access putting us in a corner. Still with it now. Near's going to contest. Wins that. Able to get past the Goblin mode there.
Bobby sends it. He's going to get it over to North Snow. North Snow doesn't have the boost to follow up with this much, but he does get a good first touch. And so we're going to see Bobby freezes.
Bobby's still with it now. Going on the right side here.
North Snow meeting it on that back wall. Uses the ceiling to get a good angle. Scores Bobby.
Man, Access almost had that save too.
he really almost did.
And we're having freezing issues, but no, this is a very good passing play by SVSU to get this goal. There's nothing you can do if you're Waterloo on that either, you know?
Yeah, I know. That was just a really quick goal. It's a shame we can't see the replay, but we'll wonder what's going on the other end.
Yeah, hopefully we're still going, right? But SVSU, though, taking game 2, 1-0. Oh, here we are. For gameplay, we're back now there.
See, North Snow sends in a follow-up, and it's still 1-0. They almost get a counterattack opportunity here. Bobby's going to send it into the corner, pick up that Waterloo boost. Excess doesn't hit that touch. You see two opposing teams bump each other.
Yeah.
Near takes that over, sends it to Excess, who gives a pass to Goblin Mode. Might be a shot.
It's broken up, though. The Access now. Bobby going for it, getting out of into the corner there. Excess now. The Camo's going to clear it.
It looks like Excess wanted to get a lateral pass over to a teammate that just wasn't there, honestly. But it definitely a good look.
Or Snow going up for this.
Near demos Goblin Mode. We're going to see Excess making that save. Gets another touch. I don't know if he wanted that second touch, honestly. Kind of hindered the progress of the counterattack.
A lot of pressure here for Waterloo.
Near looking for an air dribble. Goes low, gets it past one. Excess is there with no boost to make the save.
It's like no one has any boost right now in either team.
Yeah, definitely a struggle to try and get some momentum here. See a little bit of a slow game getting played in the corner. He's gonna knock down.
Drop down, but Camo gets it out of
Yeah,
there.
Camo picks up that corner boost, decides that over a needless 50 that might end up being a score off the post.
Crossbar.
Camo's gonna send it away. He goes for one more. He's catching him on the counterattack, going very quickly for it. We see Excess picks up that 100, so he's able to go off the back wall. 50 with Near.
Very nice recognition by Near to see that. Yeah, I was going to catch this here. Center field.
Gets it past one. Pops it up.
Oh, Bobby and Camo over there in the corner, not able to get almost had a shot angle there, but Excess just being there, you know.
And this is a shot by North Snow. What an angle that he just took on that. I mean, wow.
From center field, too, nonetheless. Almost sneaks one by, but still 1-0 SVSU, 1:30 remaining.
Yeah, sneaky redirect. It just didn't. The SVSU defense was rotated a little too far back to catch him with something like that. It was a little bit too slow rolling, but really good shot.
There's North Snow going up for it now for Waterloo.
It looks like both teams have kind of settled into the defensive side of things here with, instead of a 9-8 game, or not 9-8, 5-4.
Well, 9-goal game.
Yeah, 9-goal game. That's where I got confused.
Which is incredible. Yeah, we've only seen one goal here, at least in the first 4 minutes. One to go here.
Bobby gets sent into the stratosphere.
Absolutely.
They did not want him air dribbling. Camo has the angle, not the boost.
Oh,
tries to disrupt.
Demo. Yeah.
Excess playing it kind of slow here. Bobby gets a good 50, but this is over to Goblin Mode. This could be a shot. Camo sends it wide. We see two of the SVSU players going for it, but there's no Waterloo player in the middle to try and meet that pass.
So on Near.
Near gets a good clear.
Yep. 30 seconds.
Knocks it down. No boost here for Excess, so he's got to work on just basically 50s and wave dashes. Maybe mini pads here and there. You see Camo. This is going to be off the back corner. This is an awkward one to hit with that second bounce. He gets a pinch off the wall.
It's a good read on that hit there. Bobby's going for it now.
Bobby, stall ball, and he still gets the second 50.
Near and Bobby now in the corner. Near just trying to cause confusion until the end here. 1 second now.
I'd say
it's down.
Pretty easily confused. I mean, honestly, that was a strange occurrences going on there at the end. But with that being said, SVSU takes game 2, and now it's a series tie at 1-1. And I mean, I can't say the score is what I expected, but the outcome is honestly what I expected. I wouldn't be surprised to see these teams trade back and forth and go to game 5.
I will say I like the idea that we had all this analysis about the high scores and everything, and then it just completely game 2 just throws it all off. Now we're going to this defensive juggernaut of both teams here. One goal only scored, and it's a goal where SVSU makes a really pretty passing play just to shoot one
right
into the net. Really, just incredibly set up there, and I don't even know what to expect for game 3 here, but looks like these teams are pretty even. I mean, 1-goal game both games here, so anything will happen, and we know that from our experience here, right? But getting into game 3 here. Here we go.
Yeah, we're going to see Bobby there. Tries to go off the wall, but XS is going to meet him there first. North Snow misses that first one, but we see Goblin. He's not able to get the attempt that he wants. Near goes for a quick turnaround, not getting the 100 boost. See a lot of boostless players there in the corner. Camo intercepts this one. Doesn't quite get the touch he was looking for, I'm not thinking.
It's Goblin mode now. Down the right wing.
Playing for that 100 boost. Gets it past one. We're going to see a pass. Trying to play it wide. Pops it up. Scores.
Goblin mode.
Yeah, and definitely smart from Goblin mode here. You see, he could have taken a shot much earlier, but that shot was saved by Camo all day. You pull away, hesitate, and all of a sudden you've got the entire goal to look at.
Yeah, that's definitely a goal scorer's goal right there. Camo or Goblin mode just playing mind games really, and being able to get a really nice angle and shoot it into the corner.
And when you recognize you've got time like that, it's important to take it. There's so many times when you don't have time in Rocket League and you're forced to just take a quick shot, but you can get a shot that's impossible to save if you've got your time. This could be that was almost a ground pinch, but he just didn't have quite enough boost to meet it perfectly.
Yeah, no, I know we've talked about this before, but sometimes the biggest weapon you have is just slowing down, like starting and stopping in Rocket League instead of just all the gas.
Yeah, a good way to beat people in all of these challenges is just a change in speed. Gets a second touch, double commit, but
it works out though.
Yeah, they're able to make the save.
Can survive. Yeah, incredible.
And now they could get a quick counterattack here. We'll see what they're able to do with it. Goes across the goal. XS is able to clear it. Near catches. Actually clears it, which that's smart. I wouldn't catch boostless in front of my goal either.
That's fair. Here comes Bobby now, contesting with XS there.
It gets a 50 that Camo's able to follow up with. See Bobby playing it up the wall.
Comes Bobby now.
Wins that 50, doesn't get it past XS, but draws out second man, leaves last man. Quick on the rotation.
Yeah, it looks like SVSU is just putting the pressure on now. They're looking for that tying goal. About 3 minutes left to go. Here comes Waterloo again. Camo, though, gets it out. I'm pretty sure that was a save.
Not quite a shot.
Score, XS. That is a shot on goal, yeah.
Yeah, really good first touch from XS here. You see he gets it off the back wall, and he's lined up perfectly for a double tap off the side, going sidewall to back wall. Sometimes that angle can be tough, but it seems like things lined up perfectly right there.
Yeah, just like that.
Didn't have to do too many car adjustments.
2-goal lead now for Waterloo.
Under half the game played here, still 2 minutes 45 to go.
Ooh, good chance there for Goblin, but it's broken up by SVSU.
Bobby gets it past XS. Is going to be followed up by North Snow. Camo sends it away. This could be a dangerous opportunity. Goblin mode. He sends it wide over to XS.
You're overdrove that, and I think this is going to be a goal. There it is. Snow. The third goal for Waterloo.
Yeah, he had a wide open goal at that point between the demo, Near being caught boostless.
Man, I feel for Near. I've done that too many times to count.
Well, and I'd say the demo really put a wrench in things too.
Yeah, that messes up your rotation, and then maybe you're not thinking that you're going for that one, someone else's, and it's just split-second decisions,
Definitely.
Comes Waterloo now, looking for even more offense.
Near misses the catch and also gets demoed, and then XS pass over.
Bobby, though, getting out of there. Or Snow sending it right back in, though.
Playing off the corners, Camo. He's going to look for one more touch. Near intercepts. Looks for the air dribble, saved by XS, but it's going to be caught by Cam. Oh, this is indefinite. This has got to be another goal.
Be off the wall, though. North Snow, the top right corner. It doesn't go in.
Admittedly, that was a really weird angle to hit. You saw two players pre-jumping to try and line it up and hit some clip-worthy thing.
Yeah. Just the ball's a little too ahead of him and also off the net there. But
Yeah, pass over to Goblin mode. I'd like to see SVSU connect with more passing plays. They've been doing a lot of solo plays, but it seems, like in game 2, their winning goal was on that passing
it
play.
was that incredible passing play. And yeah, it just seems like it's a little shaken up for him right now.
And get some more demos, get going on the passing play. Camo's going to be taking this in the corner. Pass over to Near. He's going to try and read that ceiling bounce. Does read it. Gets another touch.
Bobby scores. They're not out of it yet.
And what control from Near right here? Reads the ceiling bounce, gets one more touch, gets that last touch, ends up with no boost, and it's laid there right there for Bobby. And Bobby had good recognition, placement to the left, because if he placed it middle or right, it wasn't going in.
It's getting saved, yeah. And that was a great bounce off the wall that Near did too. Just right out of the defender's.
Galimo's going to get it back immediately with a 50 off the kickoff.
Like we were saying from game 1, those kickoff goals are deadly, and they were getting a lot of those goals off the kickoff, and Waterloo now getting one in 3 seconds, nonetheless. This game pretty much out of reach again for SVSU. 4-1, coming down to a minute.
Yeah, you see their ball control is shaken up a little bit here. And another one from Excess. Wow. They're just popping off offensively this game.
Yeah, this one, I believe, about 8 seconds of the game clock, I believe. But yeah, they're just able to get control of this ball, and once that happens, Waterloo just takes off offensively. Right. There's nothing the SVSU can do to answer that.
You see 250s off the kickoff getting sent back into the SVSU goal. Bumps on Camo, but I believe they missed. Camo's going to get it past 150 with the next one. Bobby's going to be here to take over. Not there before Excess.
Sends it back. Might be dangerous. Here comes Bobby. He's going to go above the net.
Off the back wall. Sends it away. He's going to have a player up. Demo on Camo. Bobby. Saved by North Snow.
Yeah. Camo trying to shoot this to the net. Gets read by Waterloo.
Sending it into the back corner. Near and Camo both in similar positions. Working on the power of friendship to get this clear. Near gets a demo on one. We see Goblin Mode going for a shot here. Goes wide off the post with a save by Camo.
1 second remaining. And that's going to just about do it, though, for SVSU. Might be a shot.
Scored by North Snow, just to add insult to injury.
Just barely, I believe, that went into. Yeah, like just pixels, and it goes in. But just like that, game 3 now, 6-1 win for Waterloo. Very commanding win.
Definitely.
It's interesting. It's like you have the high scoring of Waterloo in game 1, but the low scoring from SVSU in game 2. So
right.
Yeah, I mean, look at that too. It's pretty much even across the board. Waterloo getting 2 goals apiece there.
Right. Yeah, definitely a tough game 4 going in here. You're at match point as SVSU. Definitely possible to force a game 5, but it's going to be hard after letting up 6 goals. This is one of those points where I don't think it's going to happen, but you might want to value the use of a timeout.
Yeah, we've been talking about that all year, right? Just trying to use a timeout to get back in the mindset, talk through some things, talk through some situations, and yeah, be able to kind of regroup a little bit, especially now, like you always mentioned, there's nothing to lose.
Right. I mean, game 3,
you're
entering game 4. It's a match point situation. And you look at your last performance, 6-1, clearly whatever you're doing wasn't working.
Exactly.
So even if you take a timeout and it doesn't work, oh well. But if you take it, you've got nothing to lose at this point. You see Camo might get it off the kickoff, but Excess is there to beat it. Good 50 from Bobby. Goblin's going to meet it up into the corner, looking for a second touch. Doesn't get it from Bobby. Excess.
Something I noticed in game 2 for SVSU is that they really had a lot of pressure. Like, they never let Waterloo clear the ball, and they never let them really get set up in their own zone. And that's what resulted in that one goal, is they're able to make really quick plays and stay together with that. And I feel like that pressure, the offensive pressure, is missing from game 3.
Yeah,
so I feel like if they fix that, like you're saying, get some more bumps, connect them more passing, then we're going to have a really close game again.
Right. Waterloo feels very comfortable right now. They've been able to make almost whatever passing play they want. They haven't had to rely on the solo play a lot. And so many times they can catch SVSU's defense off guard and not have to do crazy triple flip resets to try and score a goal. See Bobby getting a little bit of a bump here. This could be over. Scores! Camo.
And there it is. Yeah, I mean, you get this pressure going, building for 30, 40 seconds, and as long as you keep the ball in your possession, something's bound to go your way. And SVSU taking the lead here in Game 4. Must win here to force a Game 5 in the series, obviously.
See Goblin Mode looking for a shot off the kickoff. Fake.
Yeah.
Excess off the
Off
post.
the post. He probably should have shot that, honestly. And that's going to go in for Camo.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm surprised about that. Yeah, I mean, Goblin, I think, trying to play mind games again. Most likely he's passing it off, trying to probably force the one SVSU defender to make a move and then have a really wide open net, but it goes against them.
Right. That ball hit really hard against the crossbar, and then Camo got it on top of his car, and he had to flick it over what was technically second man, but Goblin Mode was back in that corner with no boost, trying to get that 100 boost so he can rotate back into the play, and just wasn't able to get back to the goal in time.
Yeah, 2-0 right now, SVSU.
We have a minute and a half played here. Plenty of time still to go.
North Snow getting broken up. Excess now. Trying to pass to the middle, but Near is going to clear
This
this.
could be a quick one for SVSU. Excess sending it away.
Near is chasing the demo, too, I believe, at the end of that play.
Yeah, SVSU playing really aggressively here, and we love to see it. I mean, you can tell that something's definitely changed in the gameplay. Demo on Goblin Mode. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if that was intentional, but Near says we'll take it.
North Snow just carrying this down the wing here. Miss from Excess. Camo able to clear it. This might be on net. That
You
is.
can't get it. I
Score, Camo.
don't. You know what? I don't know Rocket League like these guys know Rocket League, but I feel like North Snow. No, I guess he was. There was no catching up to that. He was supersonic.
Yeah.
It was a weird angle where from his POV it looked like maybe if you jumped you could have flipped into it or something. But
Maybe made a last ditch effort to bring it off the post, but
perhaps there was a couple of pixels. If you had the correct combination of pixels and frames, then you could score that or save it. But you can't blame him for not.
yeah. But, just like that, SVSU catches Waterloo's defense there.
Yeah,
And-
North Snow looking for a pass over to Excess. Excess does get it. This could be a really good shot opportunity.
Crossbar, though, for Excess, and no one's there for the rebounding shot. North Snow going to try and keep it in the middle here and
Near
stop the offense.
intercepts. It's going to be Camo up. This is going to be Goblin up.
SVSU's got to get back.
Shot.
Near, save. Excess, though, with the
Scores.
rebound and scores.
And Near, I think, recovering off the bump for that save. I mean, it means nothing. It's like that one empty net save from, I think, Game 7 or whatever
Yeah.
of
yeah,
the
yeah.
Stanley Cup.
No, I get what you mean, but
Amazing save, but then it just gets pounded into the back of the net.
yeah. I totally tell that SVSU just a little too far for that kind of hit, and it happens, you know.
Yep.
But unfortunate that Excess was there to pick up the rebound. From a
Goblin
really
Mode
great
with
save.
a really good save, and then Excess getting a follow-up over to Snow. This could be Goblin Mode with a save. See, one bump.
Score,
Scores.
Bobby. They get the goal back right there. Yeah, I mean, Goblin just, able to hit it out, no boost. Demo right there, and Bobby just nice angle shot there.
Yeah, and Goblin does get a piece of it, but just isn't able to connect enough. You know, when you're sitting there, you've got no boost. Your flip's your direction, and when you want your flip to be your power.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, if Goblin had a boost, that's saved every day.
Definitely.
But
it just kind of sneaks in behind him.
Oh, one takes the weird bounce off the wall from Camo.
Camo picks up that 50 or that 100 at a really opportune time.
Yeah, right when it spawns. There's Access now. Camo trying to clear it.
Yeah, leaves Excess in a weird spot, and he's got it past too.
Yeah.
Goblin Mode is last man, but then Excess is able to rotate.
Yeah, put him in reverse.
Put it in reverse, Terry. Bobby. This is going to go a little bit wide, sending it back across. Bobby meets it, and this is heading back towards the net.
Near.
Off the crossbar, thanks to a Near save.
Nice save by Near.
Really good touch by Near right there, too, to buy some extra time.
Yeah.
Now he's getting demoed. They weren't too happy about that.
Like how you can see that happening before it cut.
I know.
Excess and Bobby 50ing it to the middle. Oh, double commit from SVSU there on that one.
Luckily, it doesn't look like it's going to be anything too catastrophic.
Yeah,
Excess
Bobby's
popping
there.
it up here. We see Goblin Mode looking for a shot,
Like, kinda-
overshoots it.
Yeah. I think
Another
he missed
pop
it.
up. Bobby's here though, and then this could be a pass to Camo. It's intercepted by North Snow.
Probably not the hit Near was looking for on that one.
Yeah, definitely not. He was looking for more of a flick to send it up, but nonetheless, Camo is going to be getting bumped in the corner, recovering, and making
Yeah.
that 50.
Yeah, very weird play from Camo, but it shows you busy has control of
This
this
could
car right
drop Near, recognizing he's got time. There's not really any challengers. North Snow, and it's Excess following it up.
Might be a chance for third man here. Nah, Bobby's just gonna play it safe, which makes sense. Come down to the last 10 seconds of the game here.
And it looks like we're going to be going to a game 5. I mean, never say never, but 3 goals in 6 seconds would be some of the craziest Rocket League I've ever seen. We might see another one.
Oh, goes out the crossbar, but nonetheless, SVSU taking game 4, 4-1, which forces a game 5 here in the series. Man, how many game 5s have we had this season? Like this,
Especially
alone?
A-Team. I feel like
Yeah.
A-Team's always going to game 5.
It's
Except
like,
for last week, of course.
yeah, it is.
But even last week very well could have gone to game 5. You know, there was just a couple unlucky goals and
It's
whatnot.
incredible. It
But
looks like we're going to be going right into it, too. Like, no breaks at all. Not really able to analyze game 4, but I think what I was saying earlier was that, like, they kept the pressure going. To sum it up pretty shortly there. Kept the pressure and kept the offense going. Able to connect on a lot of plays. And that's what is going to win them this game.
definitely.
There's excess now. On net is the post, but Goblin Mode scores with the rebound. Early lead for Waterloo here.
Yeah, SVSU could have. It did have an opportunity to make a save, but there was nobody in position for it. And you can't really blame SVSU for not being in position for a
Yeah.
weird bounce like that.
It's another kickoff goal nonetheless, and puts Waterloo up 1-0. That means the pressure is just on for SVSU to
Right away.
to make that tying goal happen.
You see Bobby missing that 50 attempt demo. Near's looking to follow it up, keeps it going. Tries to get another demo on North Snow, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Another demo on Goblin Mode. It looks
Bobby
like
now.
we've got a physical game on our hands here. Pass over to North Snow. This is going to pop up. Goblin Mode's going to follow it up. Another 50.
Bobby though was there, able to get it past excess. He doesn't
Gets
have
that
boost.
pitch off the wall. Camo intercepts, and then it's going to be Excess and North Snow.
Yeah.
Pinch this one into the SVSU corner. You're trying to
Yeah.
follow it up. Doesn't have the boost that he needs to follow it up.
Gets a really good hit off the wall there.
Definitely does. Pass over to Bobby. Bobby's going to send it off the corner. Gets one more
Ooh.
shot from Near. Really good angle.
I know.
Tries to get a bump. This could be an opportunity.
Oh,
Saved by
Goblin
Goblin
Mode.
Mode.
Just able to get it out of the area there.
And
Out
that
of the
goal,
danger zone.
that goal just looked a little too open. It looked a little too sweet.
I know.
Save from Camo.
Near was not able to catch up to that in time, though.
Yeah,
didn't have boost.
Right.
Unfortunate there. This is going to be on net. Oh, and Excess scores. From the hit off the wall here.
Yeah, and I think maybe Near didn't have the boost. I'm guessing not. No, he didn't have the boost.
That is so unfortunate, too. And you can tell they're both in that corner. Probably expecting it to come their way in the corner.
Right.
And it goes into the net. Just like that 2-1 Waterloo. Or 2-0. Excuse me.
You saw Near going for another sharp angle corner shot right there. Almost gets it, but isn't quite able to make contact. North Snow giving a good setup opportunity. Can they get one more? No. Near's able to get it out of the zone.
Nice hit there to get it past both defenders there for Waterloo.
Yeah, Excess taking his time, gets it past Camo.
You're though stealing
Near
it from him.
intercepts.
Oh, Bobby just a little too far ahead for that one. Has to reset on that.
Camo calls him off it, keeps going. You see Goblin's going to catch this one and send it away. Camo looking for a quick demo, quick rotation.
Oh, saved by
from
Excess.
Shot.
Saved by Excess. Shot again.
Save.
Scores.
Or wait, score. I got so used to saying save.
Camo able to score there. That's incredible. SVSU taking 3 shots. 2 of them saved by Excess in a row, but Camo was there to just bat it in. Like we were saying, eventually something's going to go in, right? So
Incredible shots, incredible defense, and we see another opportunity here. Camo has really good chance.
Wall.
We see third man
Near.
rotation off the
post.
post.
No.
Goblin Mode's going to send it back out. Bobby sends it up for a pop-up. Doesn't get one more touch.
Doesn't have the boost.
So close to getting one more touch.
Comes near now. The
Near
pressure
flip reset.
is on now for Waterloo.
I don't know if flip reset was what he was looking for, but it's what he got. This could be a pass to middleman.
Oh, good read by Access. And now he's going to go on the offense. Going to be looking for a pass for Goblin mode.
Pass saved by Near.
Nice.
Good recognition of the pass. Access pops this one up. Bobby has boost. It's pinched off the crossbar by Goblin mode is what I'm thinking happened. Doesn't quite get that boost, but see, it gets knocked down by a Waterloo player.
Yeah.
Pass over to possibly Excess. He gets the touch, setup opportunity, demo
Near on Goblin mode.
And I don't.
This might.
He gets a save.
No, but it's
Camo.
Dangerous opportunity.
Camo off that back wall, and there's so many demos going on right now.
I can't even call them out. There's
Camo's
so much smoke.
Pop it down off the back wall. SVSU needs to get a quick turnaround here because they committed heavily to that play.
Yes. Camo
gets a good clear, and he's going to get a follow-up opportunity. Now I'm saying the same about Waterloo.
Yeah.
They didn't commit as many resources to that, obviously.
That has been a crazy minute and a half of gameplay so far.
It definitely
minute and a half
has
left.
Popping up. This is going to be awkward. Saved by Camo and by Near.
Yes, it just bounces down right there. And Near is going to go in, but Camo just waiting there on the goal line.
Camo looks for the follow-up, and Excess leaves it too far out. He's able to get it around. Missed by Goblin mode. We see a demo on Near. North Snow is going for an air dribble, looking for a shot. Gets the flip reset. Camo with a save. Off the back wall again. Goblin
scores. That gives them a 2-0 lead here with a minute 5 remaining. Man, this has been a crazy game so far.
Definitely. And SVSU had a strong couple of moments, but...
Yeah, it's unfortunate SVSU just wasn't able to get that second goal earlier, but now it's 3-1, 1 minute to go. Plenty of time for them to recover here.
Right, we look back at game 1 and how fast goals got scored back to back to back there.
Exactly.
It's always possible.
It's near now.
On a turnaround, they were looking for that bump, didn't get the bump on Excess, but it's going to be sent back around. Bobby's there to meet it. Snow coming in flying for it.
Yeah,
and he is going to have a decent angle for a setup. It pops back up. We see Excess looking for a 50, gets the 50.
Yeah, but Camo getting there first was crucial. But this is going to be a shot by North
Snow. And that about does it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, unless you're able to get 3 kickoff goals for SVSU, that is the game, I would say, for Waterloo there.
Yeah, and it seems like in this last minute and a half, I don't know, something about Waterloo, like they just flipped a switch.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's been like that for both sides, I would say. Both teams have just looked incredibly electric and on fire both times. Like they've had offensive opportunities.
Right.
Just like that, though, Waterloo able to switch it on and get incredible amounts of offense here for 3 unanswered goals.
Right, and we see the dying seconds of the game, them snubbing out any offensive opportunities here, and quite easily to say that Waterloo's going to be taking the victory here.
In Game 5, once again. Man, another Thursday, another Game 5 for A team, but unfortunately not able to win this one. Waterloo 4-1 in Game 5. But I'll probably say this every week. I don't think the score does that game justice. That was incredible to watch. That was so much offense there for around 2 minutes in the middle. And SVSU just only able to get that one goal, and it's just kind of devastating to watch.
It was incredible to watch, and one thing that I think is important to remind people watching is that, this is a team that was in Division 4 last year, or last semester, and has moved up. This is their first semester/season in Division 3.
Yeah.
And Division 3 is on the crux of greatness. Division 2 and 1, the official NECC Twitch will stream you every so often and give you coverage of your matches. Division 2 and 1, you need to do placement tournaments to get in and stuff. So we're on the crux of greatness. That's where you see professional players that are going to be going to big teams like RLCS. You see Northwood is in Division 1 of NECC and all of that. You see Davenport for Rocket League is in Division 1. I don't think Marysville, there's a couple Marysville universities. I don't think Maryville, that's so strong and such a force in CRL, plays in NECC, but I'm not 100% sure. I know Davenport and Northwood do, and they're world championship contenders.
Yeah.
And so being 2 divisions off from that says a lot. They're still competing. They might not be taking as many wins as we'd like, but taking it to Game 5 and proving that you can hang with these teams is really all you can ask for a team after you upgrade divisions.
Yeah, I mean, it is something to put that in perspective. Yeah, like SVSU Yeah, it's their first season with a new division, a harder division that is going to be challenging, and to even take these series to game fives, and it's just incredible to watch, and it's also good to see this too. It's like it's not like we're punching above our weight class here. It's not like we're going into this knowing we're gonna lose, knowing that it's gonna be just an incredible loss or just double digit goals against. It's not anything like that. Um, but yeah, it definitely proves that this team is right there. You switch around half of these game five losses that they had because they've had a lot this season. They will their record looks ultimately a lot better. I mean, wouldn't be saying
Exactly.
all those kind of things. But with that being said, though, it's another hard fought, like heartbreaking loss for SVSU A team here, and it's unfortunate to see that. But I will say they had a good game one.
Yeah,
It was not as
fantastic game
bad as,
one.
as we've seen, and that's something we're also talking about
Oh,
too. You win that game one, and totally changed everything, right?
right,
But yeah, good game one.
definitely.
Only 5-4 loss. I mean,
Right. It could
so
be much worse.
yeah, and they're definitely improving here. I just feel like they kind of got to find the groove in certain games. Certain games they kind of lose it a little bit. I don't know. It's weird. Like you said, it's
Yeah.
kind of like a light switch going on for these
You
teams.
get comfortable, you get
But
complacent. It seems like after you get a big win, like when they won 4 or 5 to 1, I can't remember what
yeah,
the score is.
they looked really good in that game.
Right. And then, you turn around and you let up a whole bunch of games in game five. And it's a lot of back and forth. They're a very good team. You just got to find consistency, and you need to find comfortability in your consistency.
Yeah.
It's important to play comfortably, but not too comfortably. You always need a little bit of edge, I guess.
Yeah, you need a little bit of some a little bit of oomph, like a little
Right.
bit of I don't
Yeah.
know.
But
Word.
but with that being said, we're going to take you guys to break. We'll be back here with B Team at 9 p.m., which I'm assuming at this point is probably pretty shortly.
Yeah, because we've been yapping for a bit, and it's game fives are always fun because we get to stream for a little bit longer. But
Absolutely.
yeah, stick around. We won't be too long here on break, and we'll see you at 9.
Yes, we'll see you at 9.